there. Welcome to PPTV, which stands for Physiology Psychology TV. My name is Brittney Calvin. I'm a psychology pre-med major, leadership studies minor from Houston, Texas. And today's broadcast is titled FGT, the new preventative measure for autism. Did you know that over 35 million people suffer from autism spectrum disorder? It has been proven that the amygdala is 13% larger with those in autism than regular children. Autism prevalence figures are drastically growing. As you can see, this is an old school style television network, so you only have 3 channels. All 3 channels will explicitly detail the 3 main components of this proposal. So what if there was a way to prevent the onset of autism before birth? Let's tune in to channel 1. All right, welcome to your first channel titled What's the Problem? This study will test the hypothesis that fetal gene therapy can serve as the new preventative measure for autism spectrum disorder. The primary challenge is to test if this method will be ethical and also effective in determining the neurological aspects of this developmental condition. Autism is typically characterized by social challenges, delayed mental growth and response in children. Participants include 40 fetuses between the ages of 35 weeks in gestation to 6 months. One half of the sample will be African American and the second half will be Caucasian. Criteria for mothers and unborn subjects include 1. Mother that is carrying subject must be no less than 35 weeks pregnant or have a child that is no older than 6 months. 2. Mother must be at least 18 but no older than 35. 3. Have no history of drug use or debilitating medical conditions. 4. Reside in neighborhoods no further than 20 miles from the 4 aforementioned hospitals. Participants will be excluded if their medical history is too extensive or shows concerns. Materials included in this study will be a short assessment prior to actual administration of therapy that asks them simple questions about their race, age, and critical components of their medical history. Now let's tune into the second channel and get into the details. All right, welcome to the second channel titled The Details. Upon first meeting, participants will receive informed consent. The consent forms include consent to use genetic components for laboratory testing and permission to assess full medical history. The consent form will also include potential side effects of fetal gene therapy and how to prepare for administration of the therapy. The form will be discussed thoroughly, read aloud, and participants will be told the location and time of testing and the conditions of the experiment. The experimental group includes groups of mothers-to-be with history of autism and related developmental disorders, along with the control group, which is the group of mothers-to-be with no concerning medical issues, will begin administration of therapy at approximately 12 p.m. Gene therapy includes intravenous injection to the uterine lining. Following therapy, the extracted genes and proteins will be sent to the lab for testing. The data analysis plan for this proposal includes using the electronic ab initio procedure and ultrasounds, which will monitor the growth of the fetus and warn medical professionals of any alarming progressions. Along with the ab initio procedure, analyzing genetic data, the Autism Spectrum Quotient Questionnaire will be given following birth to accurately diagnose or clear the child of having autism spectrum disorder. All right, now we have entered into the last few minutes of tonight's episode. Strengths of the study include progression in neonatal medicine, early detection of medical conditions, and assistance in identifying neurological deficiencies. Limitations include risk of activating pre-existing medical conditions in the infant, risk of initiating degenerative processes, and minimal risk of integrating into germ cells of the fetus or pregnant woman. This study tests the hypothesis that fetal gene therapy can be used as a preventative measure for autism by utilizing the method of gene correction. The results of this study can help further research on the potentials of fetal gene therapy in human subjects. The aforementioned risks and limitations can cause the formation of malignant tumor and the onset of pre-existing conditions. There is such limited research surrounding the concept of fetal gene therapy as a means of early detection. Future implications of this study include improving the field of neuroscience and neonatal medicine, and giving families the option to address their child's medical concerns at the earliest stages. The 3 major points of this study include autism is a growing health concern and affects over 30 million children today. Fetal gene therapy can serve as a new preventative measure for this disorder if administered correctly during gestation. Lastly, the treatment presents several ethical risks, but the benefits far outweigh the risks. Neonatal medicine would greatly benefit from this advancement. Some interesting facts about this disorder are ASD now affects 1 in 68 children and 1 in 42 boys. Children who are born more than 3 months early have double the expected rate of autism. Lastly, New Jersey has the highest rate of autism in the United States, with every 1 in 45 individuals being diagnosed, and specifically every 1 in 28 boys. Thank you for tuning into PPTV. Tune in tomorrow for a special premiere of Boys in the Hood.